What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you how to jailbreak your PS5 in 2026. If you didn't already know, the PS5 has now been jailbroken and it unlocks a ton of new features that you normally don't get on a standard console. One of the biggest ones is performance. Games that were locked at 30 FPS like Red Dead Redemption 2 and Bloodborne can now run at much higher frame rates, even up to 120 FPS in some cases, because the cap that Sony usually sets on games can easily be bypassed with this jailbreak. You can also install both PS4 and PS5 games using a package installer, similar to how you would install files on a PC. And instead of downloading everything to your internal SSD, you can now store games on a USB drive and just plug it in whenever you want to play. On top of that, you can also run certain PC projects on the PS5 like EasyFN, which brings back the original Fortnite mechanics, although the player base is smaller and matchmaking takes much longer, but it still works if you're just trying to play the OG version of Fortnite. There's also the Homebrew Store, which is basically a modified version of the PlayStation Store, which you can download apps, DLCs, modded games, cheats, and other tools. And since the jailbreak scene is still growing, new stuff keeps getting added on. Now, before you even think about doing this, there are a few important things that you need to keep in mind. First, jailbreaking your PS5 is going to void your warranty almost immediately. So if your console is still under warranty, you lose that the moment you install the payload. Second, your PS5 has to be on the firmware 3.20 to 4.50. If you're running a higher version, there's currently no proper downgrade method, so the only option is to wait until you have a newer version. But if you are on a supported version, here's what you need to do. The first thing that you want to do is disable automatic updates before connecting to the internet so you don't accidentally update your PS5 to a newer version. This jailbreak works through a payload website, but accessing the browser is a little bit tricky because Sony removed the native web browser from the PS5. However, there is still a workaround that you can use to access web browsing on your PS5. So to do that, the first thing that you want to do is head over to settings, then go to guide and tips, select user's guide, and pretty much just follow what shows up on the screen. You want to click this link that appears here. That's going to take you to the PlayStation support page. Once you're here, select account and security, then go to security and privacy, click the option shown, choose set privacy settings for children, then scroll down to account management, and that's going to redirect you to the PlayStation sign-in page. Now here's the trick, just close this window, and when you close it, you're going to land on the official PlayStation website. From here, scroll all the way down until you find the YouTube icon. Click on sign in, and that's going to take you to Google's sign-in page. Then click on privacy, scroll all the way down, and at the bottom you're gonna see an option to open Google. I know this is extremely convoluted, but right now this is one of the only options that actually works. Once you're on the Google search page, you basically have access to the web. From here, just find a website that hosts the jailbreak payload, load it up, and at this point, jailbreaking is as simple as pressing the jailbreak button. After the jailbreak is successful, you'll unlock the developer options on your PS5. And the most important feature, the one that most people will care about, is the package installer under debug settings. When you install the store.pkg file, that adds the Homebrew Store to your PS5. From here, you can install mods, custom apps, cheats, community tools, pretty much everything that makes the jailbreak worth it. So that's pretty much how it works. Let me know what you think about the PS5 jailbreak, and more importantly, would you actually do this on your own console? Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.